what comes, I mean, there, a couple things come to mind, but I think one thing I want to challenge us as a city is just what do we expect from our nonprofits?
Mhm.
And then if we're going to hold them up to a pedestal to be the servant organizations, the servant leaders we expect them to do to help the city really manage a lot of programs needed by our communities, and what are we as philanthropists and government doing to support their success?
Yeah. Yeah.
And I would say that we're not doing enough, and we're not doing enough in the right way. So I have been, because it's my personal, not vendetta, but my personal project is to challenge our thinking around, if we want them to succeed, what would it take? And then really having hard conversations with nonprofit leaders to say, like, what they need and not be nervous about it, and then actually investing in what they articulate for us. And so we were able to take a little bit of ARPA and the CARES money to provide some technical assistance for 20 of the nonprofits that we awarded, and had them go through different phases of development in terms of their fiscal sustainability planning and like governance planning. And it was illuminating, Rob. It was illuminating. You can't, I was surprised at the depth of knowledge and education some of our nonprofits needed to actually be financially sound and long term, meaning that they were not going from grant to grant, but that they had a reserve of 3 or 4 months, that they had the governance structure they needed to really be able to dig into the work and not so much be distracted by all the administrative things and the lingering all over. So, I think because we're not 100% government and we're not 100% philanthropy, I think there's a little bit of creative space here for us to be able to be the broker of some really hard conversations, and to have these trusted allies. Like, we know we have to earn the trust of these nonprofits, and we've been working with a couple of them for over a year and a half, and their testimonies and their feedback to us have been amazing. And to be able to give them what they need, or at least try to carve out what they need and partner with philanthropists on the ways that they need us to be. We hear loud and clear that they need more general operating, multi-year grants, that they need a lot more support and leadership development and continuity in leadership. Um, they need TA that's not just a consultant to create more work for them, but a TA that's authentically going to provide them the skills and the tools that actually the TA creates those things and leaves them with them, instead of creating actually more work for the executive.